Well, the One Paper Fashion Show features haute couture fashions made entirely from paper, judged by an esteemed panel of top Denver area designers and celebrities. But this show is not just for show. It also benefits Downtown Aurora Visual Arts, a local community organization that provides after-school art programs for at-risk youth. And joining me this morning is our very favorite Coco guest and paper fashion show designer, artist Barry Brown. How are you, my friend?
I'm good, Denise. How are you?
I'm absolutely excellent, especially when you come in. You were so talented. Talk about this event each and every year. I mean, how many people are participating, and how do you feel about participating?
There's over 50 people that are going to be showing their dresses at the event. It's the nation's largest paper fashion show, and I'm really pleased to get to do this display at the Art Hotel this Friday. Wow. And I'm also bringing it to the paper fashion show on April 12th, where you get to see my cardboard animals and my other dresses that I've made.
Let's just point that out really quick. This is all made out of cardboard, and it's a flying, like one of those Wizard of Oz monkeys, right?
Yeah, it's a flying animal, and I have 4 others at the Art Hotel.
So cool.
Made out of cardboard that was thrown away.
Oh, that is craziness. And then, is this part of the dress that's going to be featured?
Yes, that's the top part of the dress with these pearls on. Those are actually paper beads.
Wow.
Made from women in Uganda for Bead for Life. So that's another charity that we're benefiting.
Talk about the process making something like this. How many hours?
There's this machine, this little thing that crimps paper. Did you ever crimp your hair back in the 80s?
Oh, yes, heck yeah. Well, I wasn't born
like
in the 80s. No, I'm kidding.
Excuse me.
Yes, I did.
For those of us old enough. And other processes like rolling paper and folding paper, cutting paper with decal scissors, so that it's sort of this unique thing based on butterfly stencils from 1925. This is an artist from France that I'm basing my artwork on.
So that was your inspiration?
Yeah, and even for the corsages that we're going to make at the Art Hotel on Friday, and that we're giving away with Mohawk papers, the people who gave me this paper to make the dresses with.
So is this the dress for the runway show that you're?
This will be the top for the dress that I'm making, and back here will be the train and the ruffle. So this is going to be ruffles around the bottom.
Gorgeous.
I don't know how it's going to come together yet.
Oh my gosh.
I'm trying to figure it out.
Okay, talk about the special pre-event that's happening.
At the Art Hotel on Friday, coinciding with the Art Museum's Final Fridays night, it's a happy hour with Meet the Artist. So I'm going to talk about processes there. A lot of the other designers will be there, maybe to ask questions. My model, Sarah Shriver, will be there to talk about how to stand in a paper dress for 5 hours and get to walk on the runway for 60 seconds.
Oh, wow. This
so
is
it's
really
really
cool.
going to be fun.
We had a chance to take our cameras inside. You gave us a sneak peek, a little tour. Let's check that out right now.
Well, this dress is called the Butterfly Effect, and I was on a team of ladies called Pulp Function, and they made this dress part, and I was the wingman. So it took me 175 hours to put this wing set together, and it's wire wrapped in paper. It was fun to kind of create the three-dimensional effect of it, where there's a sort of a front wing and a back wing, and it has the shadow and the lights and stuff. And I tried to create gems with these gold pieces to have some dimension on there as well. Like these little gold pieces, or sorry, silver pieces right here, to kind of as if they were diamonds or something like that. This is called Heritage at its Finest Moment, and I collaborated with Mohawk Papers. It's a paper mill out of New York. I only had 60 hours to complete this dress. And all of the paper lace, I call it thistle lace, was created with a little machine that I made. So I created the design in a computer and then sent the design to this little paper cutter. The machine spent 50 hours cutting this lace. I spent 60 hours making the rest of the dress. This was my first dress that I made all by myself, and it took me 300 hours to create it. And the bottom really flows like fabric because I glued these dots of paper onto thread. And there's a certain configuration of the thread that made it move. So you can almost see it. When I do this, it just looks like fabric flowing. And it's really amazing to see on the runway. But if I turn it over, you can see that it's just thread that I've glued the paper onto. So at each intersection of this thread, I've made a glue dot and I've glued the paper on 10,000 times.
That is breathtaking.
10,000 times.
Amazing, really.
And with every dot I said, because I want to, because after 300 hours, you need to want to.
Yeah, but you're doing it, you want to for the beneficiary. Tell me about that.
Yeah, DAVA. It's called Downtown Aurora Visual Arts, and it's an after-school program for at-risk kids. I got to visit last year, And it was so fun to have these kids be so surprised, like, how do you take a sheet of paper and make a dress out of it? Well, we help them do that. And I think that process of helping them figure it out in their head, to write it down on paper, to design it, and then to actually finish it, that's an amazing skill that kids can carry on later in their life.
What do you want people to take away from your creations once they see it?
It's just a fun surprise to go, like, that's made out of paper? Yeah. And that really you can say, well, what can't you do in life then? Especially for kids, but for people that come to the show, it's just a fabulous thing to look at visually.
Right.
And then to come up close to and go, wow, that is made out of paper.
Stunning. It should be in our Denver Art Museum permanently. I mean, they are absolutely stunning. What's next for Barry Brown?
Well, this summer is filled with summer camps. I'm doing 10 summer camps for kids with art and music. And in the midst of all of that, I'm carving 500 pumpkins for the fall.
Yeah, that's true. You do carve some amazing pumpkins.
I like to cut things. What can I tell you? Like these little butterflies.
Oh,
this is so much fun to cut, and it would be a great pattern on pumpkins, but it's a corsage.
Oh, that is so cool. I'm going to wear that. Do you mind?
Sure.
Thank you, Barry
You're
Brown.
welcome.
He is truly one of a kind. And the One Paper Fashion Show takes place April 12th in the hangar at Stanley Marketplace. Doors open at 5:30 p.m. VIP tickets are available that include a swag-tabulous cocktail hour, pre-show reception, and of course, priority seating. Go to paperfashionshow.com for tickets and information. You can also attend the free happy hour Meet the Artist event on March 29th at 6 p.m. as part of the Denver Art Museum's Untitled Final Friday series. Learn more about the artist Barry Brown on his website. Please do check it out today. It's barrybrown.creative.com. barrybrown.creative.com.